There you go. Finally.
I didn't realize I had one on there.
It's not a bad one. It's good. Oh, that's a nice one. On the Shad Jerk.
It just felt a little bit heavier than usual.
Little Sunday afternoon fishing with my boy Parker, who's sporting his new tournament jersey. Turn around, let everybody see it. From Flicker Fishing. Flicker Fishing is affiliated with Icon, but they're also their own brand, and they're making custom tournament jerseys. So check them out at Flicker Fishing, FLIKR Fishing.com. We're throwing the Tennessee Shad Jerk, Tennessee Magic Shad Jerk from CPF Lures out here on Butler. Dead sticking them, weightless, braid straight to the hook because these fish don't care. He had a soccer tournament this morning, so we didn't get out here early, but now we're out here battling the ski boats and pleasure boaters. But we're on a big wad of fish here on a hump, and they're all over the place. Looks like a lot of bluegill and maybe some crappie mixed in with them looking at the live, but you can tell when it's bass, when it's the bigger ones. I just missed one and then he caught that one, but let's see what we can do. We could be out here for a couple hours. You need another one. There's one. Very next cast. Ooh, this one's pulling. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I'm on about the best wad of fish at the Butler chain right now, as far as size goes. Look at this fish pulling. I'm gonna boat flip him.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Not a bad one. Oh! Very next cast. And we're dead sticking these. It's a 3-pounder probably. By dead sticking, I did a video on this like 4 or 5 years ago. I've got 15-pound mono, he's got 30-pound braid. These fish don't seem to care. We got extra wide gap, 4/0 extra wide gap hook. You want your hook on a wide gap to have a little bit of an angle down this way. If it just goes straight across, like a lot of wide gap hooks do, it makes the head of the bait pull down too easy. So basically no weight, and by dead sticking, you know, this is a twitch bait. This is a Shad Jerk again. It's like a Fluke, but it's our version of it. A little bit better plastic. I like to hook it, and I've said this in other videos, with a small hump in the back, little arch this way. That's what, and we throw it out and we just let it sink. We're not doing anything hardly. Could be using live bait. Throw it out. One of the most important things is to let it sink with your line slack. If you reel your line tight, what's gonna happen is the bait's gonna swing towards you this way, but if you leave that line slack, it's just gonna sink straight down. And I mean, it's about 10 to 13 feet deep right here. We'll let it sink for, I don't know, 8 to 10 seconds. A lot of times your bite's on that initial downfall, and then see that fish blow up? Ooh. It's eating something. That's either a little bass eating something smaller or a big bass eating something. I couldn't tell what that was. And then you just do a couple twitches, but the most important thing is making sure your line stays slack. I'm barely reeling up any slack to twitch it, just enough that if I give it a couple twitches, it's gonna have some movement out of it. But basically it's falling, because of that hump in the back, it's falling like this. Then when you twitch it, it darts back and forth, and it just stays in the strike zone for long periods of time. We're here in the middle of the afternoon. It's sunny, the wind is helping us. Otherwise it would feel like it's 100 degrees out here. But there are some better, but Butler doesn't have a ton of big fish lately. But this little school that I'm on right here is a lot of 2.5 to even 4-pounders. We need to get a 6 at least. 6-pounder. Oh, here's one. Ooh. It's even bigger. Dead sticking flukes.
You gotta weigh it?
It's one of the most boring.
Dad, you gotta weigh it?
A scale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to get it?
Nah. You never get a scale out before you get the fish in the boat. This one's not that big, but it's a good one. It's even bigger than the last one. He looked bigger out there, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's a good fish though. That's the trick if you're coming to the Butler chain right now. You can catch, I was out here yesterday and we caught like 30. A lot of them are small, but you'll find schools of bigger fish. That was one of those casts that I just didn't do anything. I don't think I twitched it at all, did I? Just threw it out there and let it sink. I wish they still had tournaments on Butler, because I feel like this spot right here, you could just sit here and win it pretty easily.
Don't they have tournaments anymore?
A lot of rules at the boat ramp. People complaining, making things more difficult than they should be. So now I don't think they have any tournaments at all here. All the fish out, that's all fish and scattered grass. There's fish moving around in there though. A lot of those, there's a really bad glare because it's the middle of the day, but a lot of those aren't bass. You'll notice, let's see if I can find some bass here. They're just roaming around every once in a while, and they're way bigger than that. Those are crappie or bluegill or something, small bass. But as I turn the trolling motor back and forth here, you'll just see some bigger schools move through every once in a while.
How many did you caught? 3?
Yep, here's one.
That was fast.
Yep. Not a bad one. Man, these fish pull hard for their size. Not a big one, but they're strong. Look how these main lake fish, I'm out on Big Lake Butler, they're so skinny. I'll get us lined up on it. I'm just out here cruising around and I found a big grass patch. There's not as much grass as there was on Butler. And yeah, out there. There's a whole big grass bed right here in front of us. Oh.
Are you like jerking?
Nope. Every once in a while, I just do a couple little twitches and then I let it just sink back down.
Small bass.
Yeah. The fish back in that one spot are definitely bigger. Yeah, I just made a random cast out. Don't point your rod tip straight up in the, if you point your rod tips like up, the wind's gonna pull your line. Does that make sense? I did nothing on that one. I just made a random cast out of the side. Just another little one.
What do they hit like?
My line just tightens out. I'll kind of start to reel up to throw and you can feel something pulling. Got him? Ooh. Ooh. It's a good one? Oh, it's a good one.
Pulled hard. It's not that good.
He's good. Perfect way to end the trip. 9,000 boats on the Butler chain now. You can probably hear them all running 1, 2 jet skis, 3 jet skis, 4 ski boats. Kind of knocked our bite down a little bit, but we didn't really prepare for this trip. We were too worried about the ramp getting full. So we kind of came out in a rush, didn't bring any ice, didn't bring any snacks. We haven't eaten since like 6:30 this morning, but I think we're gonna head in. Thanks for watching. You got anything to say? You like that tournament shirt?
Yeah.
Flicker Fishing, check them out. Check out CPF Lures also. We have these Shad Jerks on sale right now. They're on sale for $1.99. Go to cpflures.com, check them out. They catch a lot of fish. Hey Parker, are you an old school conventional fisherman?
Nah, I'm all about that forward facing sonar.
Ooh. You like to look at them?